The gentleman from Minnesota, Mr. Stauber, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Gosar. It's great to be with y'all. Thanks for your testimony. I couldn't wait to be here today because the witnesses, the mining space, you're professionals, you own it, and I love it. And just a couple things, Dr. Kanduru. One of the things that you had mentioned is you use the term waste rock. And so for the last while, I've not used that term because, as you know, the technology gets better and better. That waste rock in the iron ore on the Iron Range in the 60s is now valuable right now. The tailings at Eagle Mine in Ishpeming, Michigan now is being recycled. They're getting more nickel and copper out of it, and you all understand that. So just a personal favor, let's use tailings because that waste rock is going to, as you know, our children, the technologies, they're going to be mining minerals and ore out of that too. So I just would appreciate that. And a couple of things that you had, Mr. Lugansky, you had said some of the technology can extend the life of the mine several years. I'm just trying to get our mines open in Minnesota. As you know, the new range and twin metals, right? The biggest copper nickel find in the world. We just want to get them opened, right? And using the technology that you all see, and Dr. Copeland, the technology that you're teaching your students that are going to be the engineers mining that in the future, we need to stay competitive, and we need more than 14 mining schools in this country. We have to just push for them, and it's going to be up to all of us pushing in the right direction because we want to be, we want to decouple ourselves from purchasing minerals and rare earths from countries that are adversarial to us and what we believe in. So thank you all for being here. Mr. Now that I've got that out of the way, the waste rock that was bothering me, it's tailings from here on out. So how as far as reprocessing the previous tailings, the permitting barriers are a bit lower in your operation. Is that correct? And explain that.
Yeah, thank you for the question. That's correct. So typically the way we look at permitting is permitting that's needed for the on-site operation, permitting that is required to bring materials to that site. So by co-locating to an existing site, you're eliminating the complexity of transporting feedstock from a different part of the, the world and different part of the country. So that eliminates that a need to permit to deal with that. So when it comes to on-site, what I meant by processing, allowing faster permitting is that you build small modular plants first. So the capacity for those plants to produce, waste is quite low. And so if you can segment these permitting guidelines to permit a smaller capacity plant first, then you can start operating it, and then you can incrementally add more capacity as you need. So the burden of having...
Do you have to get the okay when you want to increase the capacity, and how long does that take? Is it just a letter to the DNR or the EPA say, boom? How does that work? Or is it delayed?
Yeah, good question. We're not sure if there is existing language in there to...
I think it'll be like the glacial speed of Congress, quite frankly, you do that.
That's probably right. So I think what we then do is we say, hey, the emitting capacity for a plant of this size is this much. Let us operate that. And then as the feedstock capacity increases, we'll incrementally add more requirements to that. And so far we've been dealing with 2 states that have been amenable to that. So maybe one of the suggestions here is to maybe the DOI or the agencies that are responsible for permitting can think of this as more incremental permitting rather than taking 2 years to permit something. Let's get something going first, knowing fully well that the rest will come.
Yeah, no. When we talk mining, 5 minutes just isn't enough. I will ask you a trivia question. Where is the highest percentage of nickel in a core sample in the United States ever? Where was it? I'll give you a hint, it's in Minnesota. Tamarack, Minnesota, the Talon metals, the core sample was 28% nickel, the highest in the world, and it's going into the Smithsonian. So I want to really thank you all for your professionalism. This is exciting. You're going to be on the front end of some great things, and we're going to increase our mining schools and mining. We're going to be critical mineral dominant with your help, and I yield back.